last episode, we got a whole heap done. We unlocked the Ecto file, we unlocked Canifus, we completed Dragon Slayer, and we even managed to get 43 prayer. So you'd think with such a perfectly structured episode like episode 3, episode 4 would follow suit, but no. To be honest, I really don't know what I want to do this episode. I know in the last video I did mention that I kind of wanted to complete all the free-to-play quests, and I'm definitely not as motivated to do that. Like, now that I said that, I kind of like, I uploaded the video, like I recorded and uploaded the video, and I'm like, damn, I don't really want to do all the free-to-play quests like in one episode. But look, we might do it. We might, I don't know. Now, we are coming up on a pretty big milestone. We are actually about to hit level 50 agility, and at the same time, once I have 7 marks of grace in my inventory here, we will have enough marks to buy the top and the legs, so I'm very excited for that. Okay, and after what I would definitely consider an excessive amount of time, that is going to be level 50 agility. I'm not going to go to Falador. I am well aware that this course is much better for the marks of grace per hour. Apparently Falador is better XP, but I'm definitely willing to sacrifice that for better marks per hour. Okay, I think with these 7 marks here, that should equal 115, which it does. Perfect. Alright, let's go to the Rogue's Den, I think is where I have to go. Don't quote me on that. I'm just taking a stab in the dark. And let's get our first piece of Graceful. Alright, and look, honestly, I'm pretty proud of myself for managing to save 115 marks. I did that because that's just the value of the most expensive pieces right out of the gate, and that's just how I like to do things. So let's go and buy the top and the bottom just like that, and let's go and throw them on. Oh yeah, look at us. So apparently, according to the wiki, in total, that's an 11 kilo weight reduction and a plus 8% run restoration rate. So yeah, I think that's pretty significant. That's going to help us out for sure. Okay guys, so before we get started on the remaining free-to-play quests, I'm quickly going to go and knock out Gertrude's cat. This is a really good quest to knock out early, and I definitely should have done it sooner. I totally forgot about it, to be honest. But once we complete it, we're going to be able to start raising our own cats and then selling them for death runes. And it's just going to allow me to start saving up death runes for the eventual Barrows grind that we're going to have to do, so it's just a good thing to get done. Alright, really easy quest, took 5 minutes at the most, not even, but that's going to be Gertrude's cat completed, and I think we get a kitten out of this. I don't think we have a choice though, I think it's random. Well, we just got the reward, I think. I honestly, oh, there we go, okay, I thought it sort of glitched out for a second, but there we go, 1 quest point, we get a kitten, 1500 cooking XP, and a whole heap of other stuff. The ability to raise cats is probably the most important thing there. And we have our very own kitten. Let's drop him on the ground. Oh, look at him, he's so cute. Alright, so in 3 hours, this little man will grow into an adult, and we can sell him for 200 death runes. Okay, and this should be the Black Knight's Fortress completed. I really hope that the rest of these quests are as easy as this one, because this, again, took like 5 minutes. So, I mean, if they can all take between 5 and 10 minutes, I'm going to have a good time. But anyway, that's the quest complete. 3 quest points, 2,500 GP, so that's actually, honestly, that's not too bad. What the fuck? Alright, so we're just coming in on the completion of the Corsair Curse. I've never heard of this quest before. I believe it's relatively new, but damn, I did a lot of walking in this one, that's for sure. And there it is, that's the Corsair Curse completed. 2 quest points, access to the Corsair Cove facilities, which I looked up. It's actually pretty useful for me. They've got a couple of maple trees and some lobster fishing spots, so I honestly might use this place. Alright guys, coming at you with just a little bit of post-commentary at the moment, because I don't know how, but I managed to record all of this footage with my mic muted. So yeah, I don't really know how I managed to do that, but anyway, you're just seeing me here complete another one of my all-time favorite quests, a very nostalgic quest for me. That's Demon Slayer completed. So that's 3 quest points, access to Silverlight. Moving on. Alright, that's going to be Doric's Quest, Ernest the Chicken, Goblin Diplomacy, and Pirate's Treasure all completed. I just decided to compile those ones and just reel them off real quick because I'm sure you all know everything about those quests. They're very easy, very straightforward, so I didn't really feel like wasting your guys' time with that. Alright, now at this point we only have a few more free-to-play quests to go. Let's keep going, knock them out, because I want to get started on some more important members quests. Alright, man, well, okay, that's going to be Misthalin Mysteries. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, probably not, but that's going to be the quest complete. This quest was an absolute clusterfuck, dude. There is so much shit going on, and like as the player, like you don't really do a whole lot. But in saying that, it was still a pretty enjoyable quest, and the rewards are still pretty good as well. 600 crafting XP, an uncut ruby, emerald, and a sapphire. Okay, we don't have that many to go now. On to the next one. Now, I know at the start of the video I mentioned that I wasn't exactly feeling like doing all of these quests, but I gotta say, I am enjoying them a lot more than I thought I would. It's been a lot of fun going back through all these old quests. And in saying that, that's going to be Prince Ali Rescue complete, so that's 3 quest points and 700 coins, and we can now enter and leave the Al-Kharid gate without paying that 10 GP toll. Alright, well, we're just about to wrap up the Shield of Arav, and I was really nervous about this quest, I'm not gonna lie. In RuneScape 3, completing these sorts of quests, you know, there's always a couple of quests or a couple of activities where you need to rely on other players, and in RuneScape 3, those activities and quests suck fucking ass. And I was really worried that it was going to be the same here, but look, I found a partner in like 2 minutes. I'm waiting on him now, thanks to Zen Zing. Take your time, bro, seriously. I know he's kind of freaking out about like wanting to not be late, but we're all good. Look, I'm just happy I found a partner. Hey, there's our man Zen Zing. Hell yeah, I have to hop to a free-to-play world because I don't think he has members, but that's fine. We're just going to go and trade with him. I know I'm an Iron Man, so I don't really know how this is going to work. I think I might just have to use it on him. Drop it for Zenzing to take. I believe that's what we have to do. Oh, yep, okay, he's dropped the one for me to take. Perfect, so I think that's it, we're done. Thank you, man. Much appreciated. Alright, and if we just talk to the king here, I think after a little bit of dialogue, that should be it. The Shield of Arav completed, 1 quest point, and a relatively small stack of coins. Alright, we're moving on to the final free-to-play quest. Look at all this green. Isn't that just satisfying to look at? And the final quest, X marks the spot. I once again have no idea about this quest. I think it's a relatively new one. But yeah, let's go and do it. Damn, that was really quick. I know I say quite a bit that a lot of these quests, you know, they take 5-10 minutes, but this one truly took like 1.5 minutes to complete. It was insane. But anyway, if I just skip through all this dialogue, I think we're just going to get the quest reward screen. There we go. So X marks the spot has been completed. 1 quest point, an antique lamp, which I believe gives 300 XP in a skill of my choice, 200 coins, and we actually get a beginner clue scroll as well. But let's throw this antique lamp. I'm not sure if I have free reign to choose whatever I want, but let's try and pick Herblore. Okay, so it's just gonna lock it out. Well, in that case, I might put it into Hunter, to be perfectly honest, because I do realize that early game Hunter, it does suck. And on that note, I also have to go to the Varrock Museum to do the little quiz with the with Orlando Smith, I was meant to say before I sort of had a stroke there. But okay, look, that is just about gonna do it. We're wrapping up the museum quiz here, made exponentially easier by RuneLight's plugin, where it just tells you the correct answers. But look, I'm not going to complain. We're going to come up to Orlando Smith, hand in this this little mini quest, and get our Slayer. Dude, where is my character going? Wait, what? Dude, I clicked. My guy, I clicked up here. I don't know why you ran down there, but anyway, give me my Slayer and Hunter XP. Please. There we go. So that's level 9 Slayer and level 10 Hunter. Alright, that's absolutely terrific. Now, I know I said we're going to go and get stuck into some members quests, but I've been questing pretty hard the last couple of days. I kind of want a little bit of a break before we pick it back up again, so I don't really know what we're going to do. But look, to be honest, this little kitten here, I don't know how much longer it has before it turns into a cat, but it cannot be long now. So we might go and hand it in for our first lot of 200 death runes. Well, I don't know if you guys caught that in the chat box, but if you look at my little kitty cat over there on the other rooftop, actually, let me just call him. It's finally turned into a cat. I was pretty correct in saying that. I've only been training agility for maybe 15 minutes, and it transformed from a kitten into a cat. So let's pick him up and go and trade him in. Okay, so I believe it has to be one of these civilian NPCs. It can't just be anyone. It has to be one of these called civilians. So I think if we just use them on the NPC, and yeah, 200 death runes. So unfortunately, we're never going to find out what happened to that cat, and I don't think we really want to. But the more important thing is 200 death runes. Alright, so for the next few clips, you're not going to be hearing live commentary because I was far too fucking blasted when I recorded these to be talking, but I decided that I wanted to get level 40 mining and smithing so I could unlock gold ore and gold bars and, you know, start making some teleport jewelry. So I went from level 20 to level 30 mining iron just outside the RD Monastery, and then I moved into the Motherlode mine all the way to level 40. I managed to get just around 250 iron ore and just under 400 coal. Now, unfortunately, as you're about to see here in a minute, that didn't get me all the way to 40 smithing. I mean, I wasn't exactly expecting it to. It only gets me to level 35, but I was expecting it just to get me a little bit further. But I suppose it really doesn't matter in the end because there's still plenty of early game quests that I can complete for the remaining XP. And of course, you can see here, I actually ended up smithing all of the bars into bolts, and I actually feathered them as well, so we have just over 1600 steel bolts. So yeah, I'm sure they'll come in handy at some point. Well, now we have to start working on unlocking fairy rings, and yep, you guys get to see my dead potatoes in the background. What's up? But that means we now have to complete Nature Spirit, and I believe there's another one that I'm struggling to remember at the moment. That's right, so we need to complete Lost City and Nature Spirit in order to be able to complete, oh, we got a farming level, look at that, that's level 2 farming as well, in order to be able to complete Fairy Tale Part 1, and if all goes according to plan, we should just be able to start Fairy Tale Part 2, complete it up to a certain point, I think it's pretty much right at the start, and then we should hopefully have fairy rings unlocked. Okay, so I think if we just chop this tree here, that's going to be the tree spirit out, we just run behind these mushrooms. Now the only problem is, I'm still level 1 ranged. I haven't trained my range at all, and we only have 90 iron arrows, so I don't know how this is gonna go. Okay, so yeah, this isn't going very well at all. The guide that I watched kinda led me to believe that ranged was the only way to kill this thing, but I just realized if I was able to bring runes onto Intrana, then why didn't I just bring the runes that I needed to cast Fire Blast? So I think I'm just gonna leave, come back, and do that. Yep, I should have just done this from the start. This was way easier. I don't know why the guide recommended ranged when this magic alternative was like leaps and bounds easier, but I don't know. Alright, and that is going to be the quest completed. Honestly, I gotta say, I've always been a big fan of how the Draymond staff looks in old school over the RuneScape 3 version of it. I don't know, something about the way the character model looks when it's holding the Draymond staff and, for example, just walking around the game. I just think it looks really cool, but anyway, let's go over to the shack, open the door and complete the quest. Like that. And there it is, the Lost City of oh, that's interesting. You have completed the Lost City of Xanaris quest, but in the quest log it's just called, you know, the Lost City quest. Anyway, 3 quest points, access to Xanaris, all that good stuff. And yeah, let's head back to Canifus. So that's going to be the Nature Spirit completed, 2 quest points, 3000 crafting XP, 2000 hit points, and 2000 defense XP. So honestly, for the amount of time I put into it, I'm pretty happy with those rewards, to be honest. Oh, look at that, it actually managed to get us a crafting level as well, so that's 41 crafting. But now that we have all the prerequisites out of the way for Fairy Tale Part 1, let's go and do it. Okay, so now comes the scary bit for me. So this is the part of the quest where I need 3 items from a list of about 30 odd items. It's completely random. Some of them are really, really annoying to get, and some are totally easy and like not a problem at all. So it's entirely up to the game whether this is going to be a pain in the ass for me or not, so let's find out. Okay, so I got a raw cave eel, some edible seaweed, and an unopened oyster, so I think I know where to get the edible seaweed and the oyster from. I'm not too sure on the cave eel though, so I'm going to have to look that up. I'm just happy I didn't get the nature talisman, man. Alright, there we go, finally we got the edible seaweed drop, so that's all 3 items. The edible seaweed, the unopened oyster, and the raw cave eel. The edible seaweed's only like a 1 out of 62 drop, and I got 2 whole strength levels here, so I did go a little bit dry, but look, it's whatever. Okay, I was worried about this fight taking like an excessive amount of time because I only have level 2 farming, but I think my decently high strength level has pulled through for us a little bit, because we're killing this thing pretty quickly. Alright, and this is going to be the quest complete. This one honestly took way longer than I was originally, you know, thinking. Alright, and that's going to be the quest complete. This one honestly took way longer than I was thinking it was going to. I thought maybe at the most half an hour, but nah, this one took an hour and a half, maybe pushing 2 hours, you know, gathering all the items. But we got there in the end, so that is the quest complete. 2 quest points, 3,500 farming XP, 2,000 attack XP actually, and also 1,000 magic XP. That got us all the way up to level 18 farming, so that's like level 2 all the way to level 18, completely for free. I absolutely love that, for sure. Okay, now all we have to do is get started on part 2, but we only have to complete it up to the first little bit, so. Okay, well I didn't realize I actually already completed it, but we've we've completed the quest up until the point that we needed to, so we are now free to use the fairy ring. So let's just put in a random one here. I've got one off the wiki, AIQ, and apparently this goes to Mud Skipper Point, so let's see. Alright, nice. Alright, look, I'm absolutely stoked that we've gotten that out of the way, but at the same time, I'm really fucking tired right now, so I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll wrap this shit up the next morning? Well, who the fuck says that? Tomorrow morning. Well guys, that's going to do it for episode 4. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, I would greatly appreciate you letting me know by leaving either a like or a dislike. Doesn't matter, either way it helps out my channel. If you're enjoying the series or if you just enjoy my content in general, I would greatly appreciate a subscription. It only takes 2 seconds and it helps me out an absolute ton, and I mean, if you ever get bored of me, you can just unsubscribe. Alright guys, once again, thank you for watching, thank you for tuning in. I will see you in the next one. See you guys.